Hey Saggy, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have be able to do this message for you guys. It feels pretty good. And your meditation, I just kept hearing, you got to show up to glow up, and that's what you have been doing. If you haven't been doing that, if you haven't been showing up so that you can receive your glow up, it's never too late to start. Okay, it doesn't matter what your age is. It doesn't matter what damage you feel has been done in your life. You are always and always will be able to change and transform your life into something good. Nobody's going to be able to keep you down, and somebody needed to hear that. Nothing's going to be able to keep you down if you don't allow it. You may take a break, but you're always going to get back up, Sagittarius. Somebody out there or a group of you have some really unique and special energy. I'm hearing Venus in Sagittarius is important. And I also just heard, and I'm seeing it here with this circle, so I don't know if you know how to read your birth chart against like the yearly zodiac chart. There's something about your natal chart and the alignments of your natal chart with the yearly zodiac chart. Something about an alignment's coming into place for you, and Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion, of love, luck, happiness, whatever house that is in, you're going to see a huge upgrade. And I'm specifically getting, I think, the fifth house. So relationships, you're going to find yourself coming into relationships with another chosen one. You're good. I mean, I feel like that's what you are, and you are going to be coming into relationship with someone like that. You're going from, it feels like you're going from not really having a lot of exposure to being fully exposed, and they're saying that might get a little uncomfortable for you at times, but you'll quickly get used to it. They're saying you're stepping into a playing field that's a whole new ball of wax. So it's like you're, instead of being the person sitting at home watching people on TV, maybe you're somebody who's going to be on TV. It feels that big. Or doing something where, somebody who you feel like hardly anybody knows you. You're not, and then all of a sudden you become extremely known, like worldwide, known really well. And it's going to be, it's almost going to feel like a little bit of pressure, or a lot of pressure, to have yourself put into a bit of a spotlight. But they're saying you're going to navigate this with ease, and you are going to have somebody powerful by your side to help you with this. So, everybody, no matter what you do, you're going to have naysayers and people who don't believe and want to challenge you. And it's because their path is different than yours. They have different beliefs, and it could be about jealousy. Usually, if there's something like that where somebody's trying to bring you down, it's because they're seeing something in you that they're lacking in themselves. You are a mirror for everybody. So, you're going to have somebody by your side that's going to help navigate those harder times, but you're also going to have them there for the really high times. So there's something really important on the horizon for you, and it feels really special. That's all I have to say about that, Sagittarius. That's just what came through. I could feel him trying to kick that one out. Chosen one came right back out. They said, keep it out, Crystal. Twin flame. Oh my gosh. Okay. And a tweet came out over here. Somebody who has been questioning whether or not this is your twin flame that you're dealing with, it absolutely is your twin flame. It seems karmic because you two are not in your union stage. You two are in a spiritual awakening stage, which means both of you, feminine, masculine energy, you're clearing out your karmic debts. Feminine, I feel, has already begun this process. Masculine is just getting all of these downloads now and really tapping into that energy. But this is without a doubt your twin flame. And I feel like maybe this is a masculine watching this, because you're starting to realize that this feminine was your chosen one, and you're noticing it through watching them. I'm speaking to a masculine. They just confirmed it by tapping my right leg. So you're like realizing, oh my God, this person really is my twin flame, because you're having experiences like the feminine has had. And you're wondering if this really is true, if you can question this. But yeah, because the truth is, this feels very specific. The truth is, you looked at this person as old news. It's like you reminisce on it, but you're salty about it. Like you look at the past and what you guys went through, because you guys had to have karmic experiences in order to trigger that vibration emotionally inside of you, because you agreed to heal certain things when you came here with your twin flame. So if there is an emotion, there are limitless amount of experiences you can have for the same vibration. And that vibration is going to be tied to your emotional set point. So you two met on the same vibration. Both of you were lacking, and both of you were like oil and water, feeling uncomfortable with the other person, because one had strengths where you were weak, and yet you were strong where the other person was weak. And so there was like a mismatch of oil and water for a long time. Like, it's like it felt like it was hot and heavy. It got started fast. You were public. There was no shame about this. And then all of a sudden there was a nasty breakup here, which spurred spiritual awakenings. And then all of a sudden, I feel like masculine was going out and being publicly saying, shaming feminine in some way. I'm just going to say it. Publicly shaming feminine, like just putting it in her face, feeling like maybe you thought like she was watching you on social media or something, and you were publicly putting yourself out there deliberately with other feminine energies to hurt this person, to let them know that they were old news. So I guess, I don't know, I'm hearing actions are louder than words. Maybe that's something you thought, or they said, or you said to them, but something about actions being louder than words. So when this split happened, I feel like masculine was really salty. Very salty. I'm getting that strongly about whatever happened. So you wanted to speak to your feminine with actions. You wanted to say your actions were like you were out there front and center with feminine energies. Like you had no shame, and you were spilling this stuff on social media. You wanted them to know that you're not thinking about the past. You did. Look, there's divine masculine. I told you. Savage mode, plotting revenge. That's exactly what I was just saying here. This was plotting revenge, trying to hurt feminine by using your actions, by publicly humiliating her, by just going out and putting all this stuff out there with other females. It's just now, it's like the tables are about to turn. So now masculine's understanding what feminine kind of it was going through stalking her, through watching her. And I also am getting here, so this is side piece on the low one night. Maybe there was some there was infidelity, and it feels like, honestly, it feels like it could be on both parts, but feminine may have said, maybe that's why you were salty. That feminine was still dealing with a karmic and needed to break that karmic cycle, and you came into her life at that particular time to help her break that karmic cycle with another karmic energy. And you got hurt in the process. But when you got hurt in the process of feminine maybe having somebody else, you were stepping in. That's how you two agreed to have your walk happen. You were to step in while she was trying to get away from a karmic relationship. And then in the process, there were things that were triggered that you decided, like, I'm going to cheat on you to trigger this wound in you so that you can heal this pattern and raise the vibration of the planet. And there's a whole trickle-down effect of that. And then, so this infidelity was supposed to happen. You were supposed to step in. You were supposed to get hurt. You were supposed to get mad at feminine. And then feminine was supposed to rise and turn into this chosen one. And then you were supposed to be watching feminine, being the sneaky link over here, to realize that all along this was a designed plan. And you're realizing that now. They want me to get messages out. Okay. And here's how about feminine now. So feminine is having her spotlight moment. Okay, where I'm saying her, it's really just an energy. You could be a masculine who's in your feminine energy, especially same-sex couples here. So feminine, after this breakup, her spiritual awakening was spurred. When her spiritual awakening was spurred, she had nothing to lose. She risked it all, okay? And now she's at the place, because she risked it, she's actually 10:11 on the clock. So the 0, the 10, the 0 is about her choosing this. And the 111 is about spiritual awakening, learning to create her own reality. So she took a leap of faith, and now it's paying off. And she is seeing this relationship at this time as broken beyond repair. She's not seeing this relationship as something that she wants to delve into at this time. And I feel like this is the energy between you two. This represents the energy. They're still energetically, vibrationally, you two are at war with each other. You two are still oil and water. And it's because masculine hasn't fully stepped into the spiritual awakening yet. He's experiencing karma. He's experiencing spiritual things right now, but he's still got a long way to go when it comes to the healing department before this couple, this twin flame can come together. And there are different types of twin flames. There are some who choose to just come here to clear out the karma and not be together in this life. It really is just about forgiveness and moving on. There are twin flames that are like that. But I feel like right now, energetically, you two are still oil and water. And I also feel like maybe this is already happening for some of you, but when feminine has this moment, you are going to be highly pissed off about this, masculine. Okay, look. Do you see how that just like fell out of my hand? It's like you're still living under a false identity, but the things that you have done. So I'm talking really specifically to someone here. So whoever the masculine was, who was posting stuff publicly, no shame, about, being an open book, about being salty about what feminine did to them, and then also showing yourself cuddled up with other, females, or talking about other females, like really just trying to, it's almost like you were doing it hoping that feminine was watching your social media, stalking your social media, and getting hurt watching it, and you were feeling full-on satisfaction about that. But what really was happening, instead of sitting there stalking your social media and trying to get a hold of you, she decided to take a leap of faith here and risk it all, and now she's having a spotlight moment. So what you thought she was doing all along was completely incorrect, because now we have feminine out here, was completely incorrect. This feels like things are swinging, things are going in feminine's favor at this time. She's having the spotlight moment. She is having things balance out in her life, and she's going to be stepping into a time where she's seeing a lot of new people, and really taking care of herself, mingling, I'm hearing making, like, it's like marketing, a lot of marketing for whatever it is they're going to be doing, and she's going to find out about everything you did. And it's like Source was waiting for her to find out about this right at the moment that she receives this spotlight, a moment of appreciation. And the reason that they waited for feminine to find out about this is because if feminine had found out about what you were doing, masculine, and I'm speaking to a masculine, and I this is specific, but I got to tell you how it's coming in. If she was to find out about this back when it happened, she would have already have healed it and forgiven you when she had this spotlight moment, and then probably would have taken you in and then created another whole karmic cycle for you and her, and could have caused her to lose this. So Source decided to do it this way. Kept her away from the drama, helped her move on from this relationship, take a leap of faith and risk it all, so that she can have this spotlight moment, and then at the same time have you exposed so that she's triggered with the pain. So when you try to come back in, and you're already thinking about coming back in because you're being given downloads about your connection with your feminine here, but you're not ready to do it yet. But she receives this moment at the same time she receives this awful news about you, which makes it easy for her to deny you and move on. And that's exactly what has to happen, because that's what cracks open your heart, the same way it cracked open her heart when you had left her. That's what I'm hearing. When you had left her initially. So now you're in the place where she was. Tables have turned. Okay, what comes around goes around. So what she went through is now what you're going to be going through, and you're about to start your walk for your spiritual awakening. And you are going to feel ghosted by your feminine. She's not going to want to speak to you after she finds out about whatever this is. And you are going to have to respect that and work on yourself, because the same way that you were showing her that actions were louder than words by trying to publicly humiliate her, now you're going to have to show her that actions are louder than words by growing, healing, coming clean, and doing the work to match her energy. Because right now, feminine's up here. Masculine's down here. Probably not even in the camera's view. Down here. You got a lot of growth that you need to go through still. And it's her, in her denial. It's in her denial that you are going to find the greatest thing that's ever happened to you, your spiritual awakening. It is not fun. It is painful. A lot of new awareness and a lot of new experiences, things leaving your life, people leaving your life. A lot of shifts are going to happen, and you're going to have to go through this without her. And she's going to have that glow up and being mingling and meeting new people and having fun. And you're going to have to watch her and feel that same pain and humiliation that you gave to her through karma. But she's not trying to do it to hurt you. She's going to be doing it because she just wants to live her life. She made it to that point, and she's not going to allow anyone. Her boundaries are really strong. I'm really liking the energy of this feminine energy. You're going to be stalking her. You're finding it's that you may have, yeah, look, you're about to become the chaser. You're going to be wondering what's that song? Residuals by Chris Brown just went through my head. Who's getting my residuals? You're wondering who's getting all your love. Who's getting all your love? You know, you're realizing that she's got a lot of offers on the table. You're seeing her as irresistible, but now you're seeing other people seeing her as irresistible, because she's going to have a lot of people chasing her because of her energy. People will find this extremely attractive. Not to mention, she's going to have a big glow up here. She is. Source has really played this smart. Okay, see, I told you she's going to have a good time right here with feminine. You're going to be watching her living the good life, having fun. And you see what you're going to do? You're going to be really petty about this. You're going to see her doing the same thing that you did intentionally to hurt her. And she's doing it just to have a good time. And then you're going to be petty about this. And you know what that is? That is Source showing you and exposing your patterns of behavior that need to be healed before union can come. Because that is very immature, it's reactive, and it's impulsive, and it is just low vibrational. It's not somebody who is emotionally mature, for sure. I know this is a rough one for the masculine, but I feel I'm talking to masculines who are already sensing, like feeling this on some level, or really into it. Look, you may be petty and tell them that they're basic. Tell them that there's nothing special about them and that you've had way better than them. It's like you're going to be nasty with your words, but it's not even going to affect feminine, because she's so evolved above this, because it's like she was able to heal without really knowing all of the nitty-gritty details of what you were actually doing. Just knowing you were doing it and healing, knowing that you were doing it, has actually made her very mature. Okay, and then now they want to talk about the next step. So this is what's going to happen kind of initially, right? And then you're going to start, feeling your feminine. You're going to start getting signs, synchronicities. I'm hearing dream states, sexual dreams, just dreams of the future. You're seeing glimpses of your vortex, the plans that you made with this person. And you're going to be getting a lot of really cool spiritual experiences. So be open to that. Once you start really getting like inundated with this stuff by source, by the 5D version of your feminine, you two are going to be entering into a friendship. All right. And they want me to focus on the word talking. This is going to be sweet, sweet talks, light-hearted conversations. This is not going to be deep. Where are we going? I want to spend my life with you. Nothing about commitment in that. You two are literally learning to be friends at this point. So you go through that rough, petty stuff at first when you see feminine have her spotlight moment. But then on the heels of that, you are like really humbled to a point that you appreciate what you're going through, because you're realizing, man, had feminine not done this, I never would have realized I was doing this. And you're going to see like a picture show of memories of where you did that with this person and this person and this person and this person, the same way the feminine did. And then you're going to have a newfound appreciation and love and respect for feminine, because when you start going through what she went through, you realize what she felt, you realize her perspectives, you realize what it took to get out of that, and you're watching her and her strength teach you how to do this by her example. And you're like, man, I had no idea that my feminine was going through this. And that's what I'm getting here. Like, you don't realize the struggle that feminine went through to get where they're going. Oh. Look, you're going to be kind of obsessed with watching feminine, and you know what, that's good, because I feel like feminine's having that glow up moment where they're going to be viral, doing things publicly, and whatever they're doing is going to benefit you. It's going to benefit you in your spiritual awakening. It's basically like she'll be laying out a blueprint for you to get where you need to go the same way that she did. And then you come to this, you're going to have a child with this person. And they just said that this is an unorthodox pregnancy as far as timing. So it's like, I feel like it's an older couple, like, I feel like 35 or older here by the time you are with your feminine, and it's unexpected, but this child is like a golden child. Very gifted, very unique energy, a very specific purpose on this planet, that you two are going to be in awe and shock when you see this child grow up. This is a connection that's coming back together. But there's going to be that raunchy thing. It's basically like masculine's going to have a very toxic adult version of a temper tantrum. And they're going to show their ass, and that's how this all is going to come about. But they have to show their ass first. So feminine, you agreed to this. It may be painful at first, but it's going to be, you're like, you know what? Put a fork in it. I'm done. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I have for you. They didn't even want me to use tarot with you. I will tell you let's see. There's 7 signs that they want me to get here. So let's see. We have Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Capricorn again, Cancer, Cancer again, Taurus, Sagittarius, you, Sagittarius again, and then Aries. All right, so those signs are pretty heavy and significant in this reading. That's all I have for you guys. I love you very much, Saggies. Peace and love.